When CE.way acts as your responsible person, it's essential that we work together to meet the regulatory obligations for monitoring and reporting adverse events associated with your cosmetic products. According to Article 2 of Regulation number 1223/2009, the undesirable effect is identified as an adverse reaction to human health attributable to the normal or reasonably foreseeable use of cosmetic product. The undesirable effect can include reactions like skin irritation, redness, or mild allergic responses and must be carefully monitored. More critical, however, is the serious undesirable effect. This is identified as an undesirable effect which results in temporary or permanent functional incapacity, disability, hospitalization, congenital anomalies, or an immediate vital risk or even death. All reported undesirable effects and serious undesirable effects must be documented and made available within the product information file, including details of investigation, causality assessment, and any corrective actions taken. First and foremost, you are required to inform us immediately if you become aware of any undesirable effects linked to your product. Prompt reporting allows us to initiate investigations and fulfill our legal duties without delay. The consumer who experienced the adverse event must be contacted. This may be done by the product owner, the distributor where the product was purchased, or the responsible person, depending on the specific case. In many situations, a joint action is the most effective approach to ensure swift resolution and proper information gathering. All communication must be documented as part of the product's records. It's essential to gather as much detailed information as possible. This includes specifics about the symptoms, the circumstances under which the product is used, and if available, any medical documentation such as doctor's examination report. You should involve CE.way in the process from the start so that an appropriate causality assessment can be made to determine whether the reported event was caused by the product use and whether the event qualifies as an undesirable effect or a serious undesirable effect. Under Article 23 of the EU Cosmetic Regulation, the responsible person must immediately notify the competent authorities of the EU member state where the serious undesirable effect occurred. This includes submitting details of the serious undesirable effect, the cosmetic product concerned, and any corrective measures taken. In the EU, the official reporting method is via the SUE Form A. A link to the document is in a video description, which must be submitted to the relevant competent authority. This form captures extensive details, including general case information and report type, company and contact details, the seriousness and nature of health impact, reporter and user demographics, specific product information like name, batch number, usage details, a thorough description of the adverse event and medical consequences, any treatments or interventions taken, and the causality assessment conducted by the responsible person or distributor. When managing adverse event reporting, all parties involved need to cooperate to ensure that all required information is gathered and submitted in a timely and accurate manner. It's also important to understand that serious undesirable effects reports don't end up with a single submission. Any newly available or medically relevant information, whether gathered through further investigation or received directly from the consumer, must be reported using a follow-up report. After an undesirable effect or serious undesirable effect is reported, the first step is to assess whether the event is linked to the use of the cosmetic product. If a causal relationship is confirmed or cannot be excluded, a root cause analysis must be conducted and appropriate corrective and preventive measures implemented. In the case of a serious undesirable effect, the responsible person must immediately notify the competent authority of the member state where the event occurred. Depending on the severity and risk to human health, distributors and consumers may need to be informed, and if necessary, a product withdrawal or recall must be initiated. Public communication via the EU Safety Gate may also be required. These actions ensure consumer protection and regulatory compliance and require close coordination between the responsible person, the brand, and competent authorities. All steps must be documented.